Have you ever lost someone and thought, if I don't find that same exact thing, I'll never feel like myself ever again? In the beginning, it felt like screaming and reaching into a void, waiting months for just a simple hello. But like a street without electricity, it all went dark, and a deafening silence fell over us. Now it's been a few years, but somehow, at the end of all ends, I still get teary-eyed and my heart stops for a moment, remembering the conversation where I sat in the middle of the rug on my mum's office floor, guiding you through how to stop being my friend. And Taylor Swift wrote a line in New Year's Day that encapsulates the moment for me. She says, "Please don't ever become a stranger whose laugh I could recognize anywhere." But you did become a stranger, and I don't recognize you anymore. Haven't heard from you since we hung up. The goodbye still rings in my head, so formal, so final. And my friends asked if I'd let you back in, if you wanted to come back. But I always said no, because I never forgot the phone call where you told me things would be different, and I finally just didn't believe you. After we hung up, I slumped against the door and sank to the floor, sobbing, because it was absolutely heart-wrenching feeling you slipping away. I only thought moments like that happened in the movies, but as I was crawling to my feet, I realized those moments were inspired by real moments like these. So here I am, and so much has happened since you left, some good, and lots of bad. But not everything has been terrible. I painted my room. It's a beautiful orange, very artsy. You would have been so proud of me. I have a London wall filled with a giant map of the city and a Union Jack flag below. Across from that is a wall filled with letters my best friend and I wrote to each other while I was living away from home, and postcards she got me from an art museum for my birthday this year. I really think you would love it. It's the kind of artistic I was always jealous you were. So I guess this letter is my way of saying, I don't fucking get it. You were my person, the one I thought I would be friends with forever. Chosen family. You were the closest thing I had to God. And after you left, that was ripped away from me. And I lost any kind of belief in a higher power. But maybe I was your version of toxic. And it still crops up in my stomach, the curdle of sickness, because I've never really understood why. You were always so deep in how you spoke, but from a distance, always keeping me at arm's length. And I could have told anyone about your love for mermaids and cats and sustainable fashion and all things kawaii. I could have gone on for hours about why you made your room the way it looked and why you wore the clothes you did. I could have told people why you shaved your head to reset and relearn yourself. I could have told people the way you appreciated flowers and all the colours of the world whenever you set foot outside. And I still tell people about how you are the reason I have a tattoo of a bee on my chest. The summer you convinced me that bees are adorable, bumbling from flower to flower, just pollinating and living their lives. You made me realize that something I had been petrified of my whole life was just another creature harmlessly going about its life, and I would be fine if I just kept to myself and admired its existence in the world. You have no idea how much that changed the way I interact with other beings. But I never knew your favorite food, or your favorite movie, or your favorite song. I knew so much about you, but I'm left feeling like I never really knew you. And I'll never get closure because you're never coming back. So here I am writing a letter to you because I don't believe I will ever come to terms with this. I don't think I'll ever not hurt at the thought of you. I've just grown used to carrying this hurt. No. I hope you're doing well. I really do. I know you make people smile wherever you go, with your amazing outlook on life and attention to details that most people would overlook. I know by now I've forgotten the things we used to talk about, and I have no memory of our inside jokes. But you aren't somebody I could ever forget. And sometimes I wish I could, because it doesn't do me any good to get caught up in wondering why you needed me gone. But I accept that you did what you had to do to take care of yourself. And there's so much I could say. I feel like I could go on forever, because for some strange reason, this does actually feel like I'm talking to you. But you left. So I don't think you really want to hear about my life. I think you consciously put in the effort to erase the space I took up. So, here's a toast to lost love and letting go. Thank you for the hurt and the confusion. Thank you for making me question my worth. Now I know I'm not meant for everyone, and I guess you were one of those people too. So I hope you find your people, and they cherish you the same way I loved you. But I know now that loving you means letting you go. So, now it's my turn to say goodbye.